Hi, my name is Zou Ying from City University of Malaysia. I currently major in PhD in design. Here is my topic: Revitalizing heritage, integrating Suzhou double-sided embroidery into modern Chinese casual wear. Here is the abstract. The preservation of China's cultural legacy through the incorporation of Suzhou double-sided embroidery, a traditional Chinese skill, into modern casual wear is the focus of this study. The authors of this study argues that modern casual wear, including Suzhou embroidery, can bring in new customers, boost cultural pride, and provide craftspeople with stable incomes. The result should shed light on fine line that exists between preserving traditions and following current fashion trends, showing how sustainable, culturally appropriated clothing choice can bring new life to Suzhou embroidery while still appealing to modern customers' beliefs. Here's the introduction. Suzhou double-sided embroidery is one of the most well-known decorative embroidery techniques in China. It has its roots in the city of Suzhou in the province of Jiangsu. It takes a great deal of artistic skills and aptitude to stitch together lovely patterns on both sides of silk fabric using its intricate technique. Crafts has been marginalized in commerce due to the rapid speed of industrialization and the dominance of mass manufacturing in the global market. Casual clothing, in particular, makes modern style more appropriate and gives people an opportunity to mix old and new. Here's the problem statement. Traditional crafts are seeing a downturn in demand as people look for mass-produced alternatives brought about by rapid technology and globalization. A number of environmental problems are caused by rapid fashion, including resource-intensive production, excessive waste, and the usage of materials that are harmful to the environment. Wearing an embroidered garment is like taking a physical piece of China's rich cultural history and connecting yourself to the intricate traditional that goes into making it. Here is the objective: to identify the historical development and the artistic influence shaping Suzhou double-sided embroidery on its integration into Chinese casual wear for heritage preservation. To evaluate the aesthetic effects of the Suzhou double-sided embroidery technique on casual wear, to design innovative strategies and transmission modes for disseminating the Suzhou double-sided embroidery technique among the Chinese youth within casual wear. Here comes the literature review. As demand for the art form increased, Suzhou embroidery's creators had to figure out how to set it apart from other regional forms. Master weavers in Suzhou achieved new heights of skills throughout the Ming and Qing periods, when the city's needlework was at its most exquisite. Craftspeople nowadays at the front of innovation when it comes to preserving the uniqueness of this age-old art form. They are experimenting with new forms and materials. Here comes the research gap. Theoretical gap. According to Pagan et al. 2020, the present body of research on cultural property conservation tends to ignore the ever-changing relationship between traditional handicrafts and contemporary fashion in favor of static objects and historical sites. Practical gap. Despite importance of craftspeople, creators, and artists in preserving and advancing traditional skills, research on their perspectives and ideas in relation to modern fashion is scarce. Knowledge gap. The existing database do not provide a thorough analysis of how customers perceive and anticipate the cultural importance of casual wear. Here's the methodology. Examine the evolution of Suzhou double-sided embroidery, its impact on artistry, and the pathway of innovation transmission are the main goals of this research. Researchers can use the deductive method to refine their theories to more specific hypotheses, which can then be tested using empirical evidence. The conclusions drawn from a study are more likely to be based on solid evidence when the sample size is higher. Here is the discussion and the findings. The result of the survey showed that people think this tactic has helped boost the popularity of Suzhou embroidery, which is great news for the industry. The modern art form of Suzhou double-sided embroidery is captivating and appropriate for modern audience since it manages to be both innovative and traditional. The colorful mosaic that is Suzhou double-sided embroidery now incorporates styles from several Chinese dynasties. Thank you for listening.